A lot of times you take what you get in this league because there's so much parity. You take what you can get when you can get it, and you ride that wave for as long as you can, because some days things are perfect, some days they're imperfect, and some days you're up and down, and hopefully you ride that high tide when the final score is up on that scoreboard.
Welcome back. Live post-game show. Mark Farzetta, Derek Gunn, Devin Caney with you. Don't forget, we're exclusively presented by Ocean Casino Resort. Book your New Year's Eve weekend at Ocean Casino and go for the live shows. Go for the win. And also go for a flat-out great time for New Year's Eve weekend. So make sure you guys do that. And also don't forget to like and share, subscribe as well to JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Make sure you guys do that. Thanks to everyone watching on JAKIB Media's YouTube channel, as well as 6abc.com. Closing thoughts, something we've only mentioned, but we haven't really focused on today. I felt like Rodney McLeod's interception, without question, the turning point in that game? I mean, could you really make an argument for anything else? I mean, it was like they came out of halftime, and that was the end-all, be-all. Okay, enough of this BS. All Eagles from here on out, and that's basically what was the switch that was flipped for the Eagles to start winning this football game.
Well, you look at the Mcleod interception, and the reason he got it was because before the quarterback from released the ball, or Glenn released the ball, he had a man in his face. I don't remember if it was Avery. Okay, Avery in his face. So that was huge. The Eagles getting the pressure up front. And that pressure up front created that interception, which changed momentum, led to a touchdown, and it was all Eagles from that point on. But that's what you need. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, you only need one play sometimes to just swing momentum in your favor. And that play was the defining moment in that game in terms of shifting momentum in the Eagles' favor, and the Eagles finally separating themselves from a team they should have dominated right from the opening kickoff.
Mm-hmm. Definitely the switch that was flipped, Evan.
I think so. I think it was kind of the defense saying, all right, you guys aren't going to do this. We'll do it for you. And then it started the momentum shift, because then I think that's when they got the Boston Scott touchdown. Mm-hmm. And that's really when things started to kick into gear, and the Eagles felt like they started being the dominant team that we all expected them to be the entire first half. That team was nowhere to be found. So I don't want to forget about that fact, moving forward. I hope the team doesn't, as I said at the start of the show, because that does concern me. I know a win is a win, but sometimes you don't want the fact that you won to distract from the fact that you didn't show up to the game until the third quarter. So.
Devin, I don't disagree with you, but the one thing that we've seen in football time and time again is the fact that, a lot of times winning ugly helps build character, especially when you get to this point of a season. Because you're going to win some ugly games. And you look at teams that go on to win championships, they're not always perfect wins. They're not always dominating wins. They're wins that are created a lot of times by situations. You're struggling, and all of a sudden you get a fumble recovery. You get an interception. A field goal that could put the opposition in front of you clangs off the upright, and all of a sudden you get the ball back and go down the field, and you scored points and put yourself, a lot of times you take what you get in this league because there's so much parity. You take what you can get when you can get it, and you ride that wave for as long as you can, because some days things are perfect, some days they're imperfect, and some days you're up and down, and hopefully you ride that high tide when the final score is up on that scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
I agree. The other thing is, and you're right, when you talk about you get the win, it sometimes still masks the mistakes that you made. But how about this? I know you're only playing these quarterbacks, right? But look at this defensive line recently. Josh Sweat got to the quarterback twice in this game. Didn't get sacks, but got the pressure, got the hit, and forced almost interceptions. So he disrupted the pass. Another time in this game, you saw Jannard Avery get in the back to disrupt the pass to get that interception, like you pointed out, Gunner. Another time, he also got in the backfield. Jannard Avery did for a tackle for loss. So you saw him get through the line of scrimmage. Basically, a couple of different times that he was able to get through anybody trying to block him to get to the backfield to try to just disrupt something. Fletcher Cox was getting in the backfield a little bit. Javon Hargrave had a bad penalty earlier in the game, but turned it on a little bit later. Milton Williams, we've barely talked about this guy since the preseason, but he turns around and actually gets a good game for you, getting some pressure as well. I believe a second sack on the season happened today. So this defensive line, albeit against inferior talent when it talked about the passing game, played a very good brand of football today. And then Saquon Barkley today could have been and should have been, quite frankly, the focal point of the Giants offense. he didn't do much for them either today. So when you look at a guy that should have stepped up and been the difference, the Eagles did a great job of containing him as well. So maybe that's something that you can look at as you look at these next two games as well. A positive thing to take away from this. Final thoughts. That's what that was. Let's talk about our game balls for today's game. I believe I went first on Tuesday, 20 minutes ago. So who would like to go first tonight to give away your game ball?
I'll go because I feel like we're all going to have the same answer here. And I want to get to it first. Is that okay? Do you guys?
Hey, go for it.
I mean, you guys knew. I got to say Lane Johnson. I loved that touchdown, put the biggest smile on my face. It really locked in the win. It seemed like our team was finally having fun playing football again. I was having fun watching them. We all know Lane Johnson's past and ongoing mental health struggles that took him off the team for a bit earlier this season. We've come so far as a team. He's come so far, and see him get his first touchdown. It was just heartwarming. It was exciting. It made me happy. He gets my game ball. And he's also an incredible offensive lineman. I mean, even not last week, a few nights ago on Tuesday, we saw him get down the field. He's just always puts it all on the field, leaves it all out there, and he definitely deserves the game ball today. Good
enough. Gunner?
I'm going to take the easy way out and say I'm going to give it to the entire offense. An offense that struggled early on.
You got a lot of game balls, my friend.
Yeah, no. You know what? You take a knife, you cut it up in little pieces, and you give everybody a little piece. You want me to single out one person? Is that what you want me to do?
No. Go be a team player.
You want me to do that?
Team player. Whatever.
Have you guys seen Mean Girls? I feel like you haven't, but where like they give the crown at the end, they like break the homecoming crown into a million little pieces and like pop it out. That's what T-Gun's doing right now.
That's exactly what I did right now. I'm tossing out little pieces of the crown. I'm giving it to the entire offense because when they had guys step up. They had Quez Watkins step up and make a big catch. They had Devontae Smith make an incredible body control catch for a touchdown. You had Lane Johnson, of all people, for the first time in his 9-year career, he gets a catch. Jalen Hurts bounced back after a poor first half and has a very solid second half. Okay? So, yes, I'm glad you brought up. That's a great analogy, Mean Girl. I've seen that movie. My daughters and my wife made me watch that movie with them one time. Yes, I've seen it. So I'm breaking up the football in little pieces, and I'm giving all the offense a piece of the football. All of them get part of the game ball, which means you get pieces of a game ball, one whole effort by the offense. Thank you very much.
Okay, really quick, Mark, James, JAKIB Media's social guy, if you're watching this, please cut up that Mean Girls scene with D-Gun's speech just now. I need it. All right, Mark, as you were.
Why do you need it? What are you going to use it for?
Because that's amazing content.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet it.
Hi, Gunner. Welcome to the world, my friend. This is called the piping hot take content that people need.
You're going to tweet it?
Now I know why Gunner only wears pink on Wednesdays. So there we go.
Right,
But I'm just going to say this, Nick Sirianni, he gets my game ball today. I thought he called it a great game plan, especially in that second half. He beat the crap out of COVID in record time. COVID wasn't ready for that Nick Sirianni smoke. Take that, COVID. Nick Sirianni definitely gets my game ball. After the first quarter, good game plan by him. No question. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another fun-filled live post-game show. Make sure you guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. And also, make sure you guys check out Ocean Casino Resort. Book your New Year's Eve weekend at Ocean Casino Resort. Go for the live shows. Go for the win. Devin, Gunner, always a pleasure, guys. Let's see. When's the next game? Like tomorrow? No? Sunday? Yeah. Okay.
Just about 48 hours. Yeah.
Depends on the next COVID outbreak.
Yeah, no, jeez, yeah, you ain't kidding, man. To everyone in our chat, thanks for participating in the show. We really appreciate it. Xander produced the show, did a phenomenal job as per usual. Don't forget to check out Birds 365 tomorrow with Jody Mack and Johnny Mack. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Go Birds, controlling their own destiny.